Welcome to the Mind Body Connection Summit, where we're bringing the mind and body together in order to help you to live a better life through your personal life and or professional life. Our next speaker is Jennifer Jarofsky. She is a Western psychotherapist meeting Eastern energy healing. So Jennifer is a registered psychotherapist, certified Canadian counselor, psychotherapeutic energy healer, and intuitive life coach. I'm doing my little mouth exercises here with these different words. So with over 20 years of spiritual journeying towards holistic practice, Jennifer brings an understanding of the human psyche as it relates to vibrational energies, both internal and external, to support a fully holistic healing experience for her clients. Jennifer, you got the stage. Looking forward to hearing what you have to share. Got 4.5 minutes on the clock, and go. It's all yours.
Awesome. Thank you. I have to say, I loved hearing what everybody is sharing, and I'm so looking forward to the summit as we move forward. So yeah, my practices center on empowering one's true self. So for that reason, I just want to take a moment to show gratitude to all of you that are here, right? For seeking growth, for seeking well-being, for finding that, wanting to find that connection from mind-body connection, right? And I really do believe in weaving a fully holistic healing modality, as so many have already talked about, right? When working with clients to heal from difficult experiences, negative limiting beliefs, and, really growing this mind, body, and spirit connection. And so I find that often we don't stop to ask ourselves, what do I really need in this moment, right? We don't take the time to evaluate what's truly causing us the pain or blocking us from reaching our goals, or stopping us from moving forward. And through developing this connection with our true self, that being part of us, that observer part of us, we can gain a better understanding of our role and the role that our mind and our body are actually supposed to play in this mind-body connection, right? So we begin to understand that the conditioned beliefs and the coping skills and the things that we've come to rely on, though they may have served us at one time, are often the very things that end up causing us pain and suffering as we move forward, right? On my website, I actually talk about my own journey towards the mental health field. And, I talk about, starting in, golly, I'm going to date myself here, 1997, when I began my study in mental health. I really believe, though, that it started in childhood, right? As some of you have already mentioned, growing up in a household with addictions and mental health issues, we come to a place where we begin to kind of question our own reality and want to know, where does this pain and suffering, like, what is the purpose for it? Why do I have these experiences? And how do I learn how to navigate them? And, how do I begin to release what I'm holding in my body? And how do I begin to work on these triggers and these connections that are happening, when my mind says I'm okay, but my body's telling me I'm not, and I'm not sure how to navigate that, or vice versa, right? When the body is going, okay, I'm taking my breaths, but my mind is still telling me I'm not okay. And, as a child, when I was 12, I was introduced to the Enneagram, which is an in-depth personality typing program that I absolutely love. I'm not actually going to talk about it this time, but I'm getting into it because it started me on this journey of deconditioning. And, I'm going to talk a bit about the conditioning process and what that looks like for the mind and the body, and how we can look at deconditioning. And so along my journey to understanding this, not self reality that we have come to live in, I've come to realize that we actually have access to a blueprint to help us work through this conditioning, and keys to help us process what that looks like, and to really recognize the role that both of the mind and the body have to play in this process. And so that's what my talk on Thursday is about, this becoming the passenger consciousness, learning to quiet the mind and listen to the body, right? And really getting to the crux of what this connection is all about, and why we so often fail to find the flow in this connection, even though we try so hard to form it, right? And so that's really, on Thursday, what we're going to deep dive into, looking at, how do we quiet the mind? How do we truly connect to the wisdom that the body holds? And how do we allow ourselves to embrace this true and authentic flow and synchronicity that the mind and body can actually have when they're in their proper kind of connected working space to move us forward.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it because as you were speaking, it just really made me think about how important it is for us to know about that mind-body connection and how we can use both in tandem to live our best lives. Now, you have a free gift for us. It's your complimentary human design mini guide and a 30-minute consultation. And then you can get that at actiontakerspublishing.com/summit dashboard. So why don't you share with us, Jennifer, first, maybe just a little bit about, the 30-minute consultation, what we're going to get there, but what is the human design mini guide? Let's start with the mini guide first and then go over to the consultation.
Sure. So yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about what human design is in my longer talk. But briefly, it's golly. So when we look at human design, it's the blueprint that I was talking about, right? So we're looking at a combination of a whole bunch of things. So we're including, quantum physics is in there, human genetics is in there, and we're looking at some ancient things like the I Ching and bringing in our astrology and looking at all of these different things that play into our personality and our design and how we show up in our lives right now. And in there are keys to how we can allow ourselves to step out of the conditioned mind, right? The lenses that we put on and the things that we've been told that we have to be, all of the shoulds that we have learned since we've been born that we have to follow, right? And it's about giving ourselves permission to step into those things that we knew we were, right? Those moments that come up in our lives and we go, this is what felt right for me, but all those shoulds got in the way and I did this instead, right? And everybody that I've ever worked with human design with went, oh, look, that was correct for me. I should have followed what I knew was right in that moment. And this is about giving ourselves permission to actually honor that within us, right? And the body knows in that moment, it just knows, right? And so this is what we're going to talk about in that talk. And my free gift is there's a link in there for you to be able to go to a free website that you can find your actual design and everything. And then there are resources for you that you can connect to that give you information about your type. So it's all there kind of as its own little package. And then in the 30 minutes, we can take a deeper dive and really kind of explore some of your unique design that isn't going to be as specific in what I've done in the printout. Oh, I think you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you. What came to mind with that is the idea of like, this isn't about having regrets over what you did or didn't do. This is about having knowledge from this point forward to move you forward. And so, yeah, I love this. This is brilliant.
Yeah, I tell my clients all of the time, we can't look back and beat ourselves up for all of the things we didn't know, but we can say, you know what, I did the best I had with the knowledge I had in that moment, but now I know something different, so I'm going to do something different.
I love that.
Is giving ourselves permission to be who we know we are.
And one of the things I like to say is every decision we've made in life has been the right decision. It was the right decision at that time. So there's no reason for us to have regrets over or beat ourselves up over the decisions that we made. I made plenty of decisions that were wrong, plenty of them, but what did I learn from them throughout the journey? I want to thank you so much, Jennifer, for being part of the Mind Body Connection Summit and sharing your information, your knowledge with us. And then, as you mentioned, you'll be speaking again on Thursday. So come back and hear Jennifer speak on Thursday. Thank you so much.